What's up, guys? Welcome to the Crypto Savvy channel. I'm Craig, and as usual, we're going to be going over the charts. Going to take a look at this pump. Is this the big Santa rally everybody's getting all excited about, or is it just another liquidity grab? I think it's just another liquidity grab. I'll show you the targets and what areas to watch for. Also, at the end of the video, we are going to go over BNB, the Binance coin. We're going to also go over Ethereum, LITECOIN, ADA or Cardano, and XRP. I'm going to show you what I'm expecting for those. If you guys are hodlers, you're probably not going to like it, but you might want to check it out. Before we begin, make sure you guys go down and smash those thumbs up. No matter whose video you guys are watching, if you guys enjoy the content, hit the thumbs up. That's how you get the videos out. I do appreciate those of you that do, and also those of you that share my videos. Make sure you subscribe to the channel if you want daily updates. Also, make sure that you tick that notification bell. That will get you notified when I post new videos daily. They're not always at the same time in the morning, but I do try to get them out at least Monday through Friday. Definitely stick around. This is going to be interesting. Also, let's take a look at the 4-hour chart right here on Bitcoin. So once we broke this, we have a target of 15.8. I still believe we get down to the 15.8. I think we go even lower. Let's take a look at where we're at now, though. We did break above this in the RSI, so that's why we're getting our little pump here. But let's take a look at where we're at, right? So let's throw our fibs on here. We're going to go from this high here, right over here, to this low. And as you can see right now, we are getting, well, not quite yet. The 1787 is $17,087 is where our next resistance is. That's a 0.382 fib. If it breaks above there, then we look for 17,330. And then ultimately, I don't see us going any higher than 17,650. So as you guys know, I laddered in shorts between 17.9 and 18.3. I'm going to hold on to those. My stops are at 18.4. I don't think we're going to get back up there, so I'm just leaving my stops. I'm not moving them down yet till we get a rejection. And once we get a rejection, break this low, then I'll probably move them down to around this 17,000 range. But as of right now, I'm still in my shorts. I'm going to continue adding to my shorts if we go higher. I don't see us, if this does rally into next week, 17.6, 17, yeah, 17.5, 17.6 is the golden pocket area. That would, so if that was to happen, that would be around the 23rd, so Friday, this Friday, we may see this if it continues up. Otherwise, I think we roll over and continue back down to the downside. As you can see, we fell out of this channel, so this, if it was to take till Friday, would be around 17.6. If we were to hit this today, would be around 17.4, somewhere in that range. Either way, guys, don't get caught up in these liquidity pumps. I've talked about this for a long time. We are in a bear market, so all these rallies are sus, right? So be careful, because a lot of people are going to FOMO in on these just to make new lower lows, like we've been doing this whole time. Let's take a look at the daily. Same thing on the daily. So our major resistance on the daily, where this, I start to look at things different if we cross this 19.4. I've talked about this many a times. I think there is a good possibility we don't see 20,000 until probably 2025, maybe 2020, or I'm sorry, 2024. Maybe we'll get lucky and see it before then, but it could actually be 2025. As you guys know, bear markets, once they bottom, they stay at the bottom for a long time. We're going to take a look at that, and I'm going to show you the charts of what I've been showing you guys for quite a while. I'm just going to give you more timing on them, right? So let's look at the daily RSI, right? Remember, the daily RSI follows the body of the candle, not the wick. This is just a wick above this resistance, right? So I do think we're gonna get our rejection. Could we go as high as that 18.5? Maybe, right? But otherwise, there's nothing bullish here, guys. And if you zoom out, let's zoom out real quick on the daily and just look at this pump that everyone's getting super excited for, right? Let's get this. Let's take these off here. This is the pump, right? Here's the daily chart. Look at this. This is what everyone's getting excited about, guys. There's nothing to be excited about here if you're trying to buy the bottom or blah, 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 right? So let's take a look now at... Oh, if you guys are interested in trading, check out Prime XBT. I'm not going to go through it all. I forgot to load it up here, but there's a link down below. Definitely check them out. They're not like all the scam exchanges and whatnot, right? You could use my promo code Savvy50. That'll get you up to a $7,000 bonus. Savvy25 will get you 25% off your fees. There's also a contest section in there where once you sign up, you can join the contests for free and win actual real money to trade with. So that way there's no risk involved. If you're new to trading or just want to play around and start trying to learn it, definitely check out Prime XBT and go to the contest section. I will be having a contest at some point here, another one. Now let's take a look at the weekly, right? So this is our weekly chart. This is how I've drawn in for it to play out, probably getting our bottom sometime in the middle or end of next year, right in here at around 35, 45. I still stick to that unless we break this 55 EMA up here, and that is right around 26.6 as of today, right? So no matter what, I'm not going to buy unless we break this 55 EMA. I mean, buy for hold, right? I would rather wait up here and know that the macro trend has reversed than to buy here and just go lower and lose money like people have been doing this whole time, right? So I know a lot of people don't like to talk about that. Everybody wants to hear that it's going to the moon and whatever. That's not how markets work, guys. I've talked about this over and over and over and over again, and we're going to go over it again in this video. So make sure you stick around if you've been FOMOing in and buying all the way up here like all the moon boys have been talking about, right? So the other thing we're going to talk about is this RSI on the weekly. We did not break it. Remember, it follows the body, not the wick. So if we do break this trend line, I expect us to come back down and close below. If we close above, then maybe this was our fake bottom. We get a rally up to this range before going down. But nevertheless, I think we have lower to go before this is all said and done. This is our monthly. Look at our monthly RSI here. We cannot get above this. Everybody wants to focus on the weekly and talk about the bullish divergence. There's no bullish divergence over here in the monthly. As a matter of fact, it's playing out exactly like we've talked about. It got rejected here. It's coming down. The monthly RSI has plenty of room. You can look at the weekly, but Bitcoin's a lot older now. You should be looking at the monthly, right? If you're looking for real analysis. If you guys are interested, before we go on to the DXY, Dow Jones, BINANCE, LITECOIN, ETHEREUM, all those charts, we will be going into them soon. But first, check out my wife's webpage, inkerimage.com. Links down below. She does this stuff all herself. You can put anything you want on any of this stuff. She does glass, big glass pictures where she can put your pictures on them and tons of cool stuff. Definitely check her out. All right, let's take a look at the Dow. The Dow, here's the big, huge rally that everyone's talking about. Dow is, ready to have some kind of little pullback. It can't just go straight down yet, although I think it will. And if you guys look at my weekly chart, I've been talking about this forever. I think we're in the biggest money grab in history. I showed you guys this hidden bearish divergence here, higher highs in the price action, lower, or in the RSI, lower highs in the price action. Hidden bearish divergence. Hidden divergence is a continuation of the trend. The trend is down, 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 right? The DXY. So DXY is having a little pullback. Still didn't break its low. If it does have, we have a Santa rally in the markets and DXY does get down to here, I think we really blast off. But either way, you guys know my next target's 122. I think once we break that and hold support, we go much, much higher. How high? Really high. Let's take a look. Here is the weekly. We've been talking about this for well over a year. As you can see, it's just a huge falling wedge that we broke out of over here. This is a dinky little pullback, which is expected, right? Needs to come back, give some back before continuing up, just like it did all the way over here, right, in the 80s. And this is a lot like the 80s, guys. In the 80s, they had a cocaine problem, the Russia war, blah, blah, blah. Now we have the Russia war and other drug problems out of Mexico, things like that. So same type stuff, guys. History repeats. It's just, it's insane. And watching these charts will give you an idea of what's going on. The dot-com bubble. This is Amazon on the left, Bitcoin on the right. This is where I explained on December 2nd, 2021, last year, how this would work out. We would get a low, get a fake rally, get everyone bullish again and come down. Now everybody's saying everybody's buying Bitcoin. No, not everybody's buying Bitcoin. That's why the pumps get smaller and smaller, because retail is getting tricked into buying Bitcoin. Right over here, each little pump, you hear it every time. Every pump here, what'd you hear? Bottom is in, bottom is in, bottom is in, going to the moon. Oh, it's definitely going to the moon now, this pump here. And then boom, lower low. And then we got a little pump. Bottom's in, bottom's in. All the way down, we've heard that, guys. The bottom is not in. The bottom will be in the middle of next year, maybe September-ish, in my opinion, if this plays out. Obviously, this is not financial advice. You guys must do your own research. But if you've been following the guys that have been calling the bottom all the way down, you see what happened. They were also the same guys calling 100,000. They call the bottom every time we have a tiny bounce. So many people are losing money. And also, I wanted to talk about real quick before we get into, well, let's get into the rest. And then before I get into BNB, I want to tell you guys about a lot of these scammers putting out scam coins and just taking their followers' money. And if you follow these guys, there's something wrong with you, because you're not making the right decisions and seeing what's happening over and over and over again, right? Let's take a look at Amazon over Bitcoin on the weekly, right? Still playing out beautifully, guys. If this was to play out with the same lows and same highs, just like it did up here, right? All these match up. Then our bottom would be sometime in our false bottom, which I think will be 75 to 8,500. And maybe a little bit lower. And here it would be around 6,000, somewhere in that range. But false bottom in February or March, get a big rally back up to, 10, 12, maybe even 14,000. And then a continuation to the downside to make our low the middle or end of next year, which would be around 35 to 4,500. Guys, this is huge opportunity. I don't know why people get mad and cry about me saying Bitcoin's going down. If you'd have listened up here, you would have cashed out and made a bunch of money, right? But nobody wants to understand how charts work. They want to follow the news, which is noise. This is all in the charts. And what happened here? Why did we have this big washout like we did back in Amazon? Because it was the same type thing. Over leveraged, overhyped markets. And the companies that get crushed, the smart money sells way up here, sells all the way down. Dumb money keeps buying in, thinking the bottom's in. Companies go out of business. Scams get washed out. We've talked about this. This is what is happening. It is not over, in my opinion. As you guys know, this is my 10-year cycle outlook, right? I think we'll get down to that 35, 4,500 middle or end of next year, unless we break the 55 EMA and hold support, right? Before getting these lows. Then I will change my opinion and this chart will no longer be valid. But until then, this is what I look for. And then a bounce. This will be your 4-year halving cycle. But it won't go to a new all-time high if I'm correct. It'll go to around 38 to maybe 45K, the middle or end of 2025. Now, as you can see over here, this is why I said we may not see 20,000 again until approximately sometime in 2024, 2023 if you're lucky. I do think if this plays out this way, it's going to be a while before you even see 20K again. Is that bad? No, because there's going to be tons of trading opportunities in there. The buying Bitcoin and, making money in every 4 years stuff is over, right? It's time to trade this. So anyways, in 2025, I see a dump sometime in the middle or end of 2025 from that 38 to 45K all the way down to 15, 20K. Then up until that'll be in the middle or 2028. Then you get another big rally. If this plays out, this is a huge opportunity. You don't have to trade. You can just buy and sell at these times, right? But there will be tons of trade opportunities within these. This is a weekly chart, so obviously. But anyway, rally up to maybe 55, 65K, middle or end of 2029 to come back down back to, you know, 20 to 30,000 range in 2030, and then 10 years from when we made this high back in this was 2021, so about 2031, somewhere in that range, when we finally break that all-time high. If it's even going to happen, nothing's guaranteed, but if this plays out, man, there's a lot of opportunity there. All right, so this is the FTT, the FTX chart on the left. This is Binance on the right. I've been talking about this for a long time. I think Binance is in serious trouble. Also, I'm going to show you in all altcoins right now are showing the same pattern, guys. I've told you I think a lot of the alts will get washed out. Of course, they'll bounce when Bitcoin bounces, right? But I think there's a good possibility these altcoins may never see a new all-time high again. The only one that I think is truly decentralized besides Bitcoin is LITECOIN. Just to be honest, that's how I see it. Everything else I think is going to be a security. Most of them won't have the money to register. But anyways, Binance, I talked about this, getting a bounce back up into this trend lines, bounce around in here for a while, and then continue on down in the next couple months. Binance looks like it's in trouble with BNB. If you don't think they use this for collateral, you don't understand. So anyways, taking a look at Ethereum, same thing. See that chart pattern? Same thing, guys. And you guys know my Ethereum targets right here. 926 is the next bounce area. Once this breaks, I look for around 280 or so. And then when the bottom comes in for Bitcoin, we could be seeing like a $15 to $20 Ethereum. Call me crazy, but that's when everything started pumping back here. So I think that's a very good possibility. Also, Litecoin, these charts are the same charts I've been showing for a long time, guys. If you look at this here, let me thicken it up so you can see it. Same pattern. Same exact pattern, right? So what are my next targets for Litecoin unless we break the all-time high, or not the all-time high, unless we break this $85 range, which I think that's highly unlikely. But once we break this bottom trend over here, our next target's gonna be around 20 to 25 bucks. Once that breaks, I'm looking for around $9. Same thing, right where it started over in these ranges. Call me crazy. And here is Cardano or ADA, whatever you want to call it. Same pattern, guys. Boom. And we've had these targets for months and months and months, right? Before this all broke here. So our first one hit 28 cents. Next one's around 22 to 23 cents. Once that breaks, 19 cents. And mind you, this is over the next year, right? 19 cents breaks, then we're looking at about 8 cents, and then ultimately down to possibly as low as a penny. Right? You can see here too, the RSI is resetting on the daily for more downside. Yeah, they all look the same. And if you want to look at Matic, blah, 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 they're all the same chart, guys. All the same chart. Here is XRP. XRP, 6 cents. That's where my target is for XRP middle or end of next year. Unless it can hold this 31 cent range, which highly unlikely in my opinion. This would be middle or end of next year. 6 cents for XRP. A lot of people say you don't cover XRP because you're scared of it or something. I'm not scared of it. It's a dying penny stock, guys. Look at it, right? It's a dying penny stock. I don't think they're going to win their case. If they do, something else is going to happen. Call it FUD, call it what you will. I hate seeing people lose money in this stuff. That's why I put this info out there. If you guys enjoy the video, make sure you smash the likes. Even if you don't enjoy it, smash the likes. Leave your comments down below. Share the video. I do appreciate all of you guys that actually take a second out for the people, for anyone making these videos, for you not to at least give your time to smash the likes is kind of selfish. So anyways, thanks again for watching, guys. Be careful out there. This market will crush you. Have a great day. I'm out.